Hello, my friends. I'm back again with a little video that I figured I would go ahead and do. As you can see, it's well, hopefully you can tell who that is, but it's Clint Eastwood from Pale Rider. Somebody asked me the other day about um, if I had done this one or not, and I had not. And I was like, you know what, that's not a bad idea. And I was thinking about the whole like sort of him being sort of a ghost kind of figure, ghostly kind of figure, sort of like in what's that other one? Was it High Plains Drifter? I can't remember. So many different Clint Eastwood western, but and so I was like, maybe I should bust out the charcoal and the pastel, which I don't normally do, and kind of play around with some of that kind of smoky looking effect, kind of ghostly looking thing. So I'm just kind of playing around with this, and figured I would go through it a little bit and kind of show you how I go about this. I haven't, like I said, I haven't really done the whole charcoal and pastel thing lately. The nice thing about it is that it's really quick, or it can be, especially in just sort of neutral colors like this, which I'm just using this tan, kind of light sepia and black, because that's really all I have. And I take that back. I've got this darker. I don't know. I haven't actually tried this yet. Let me look at it. So yeah, it's kind of a sepia. You can tell that. So that's kind of cool. I might have to use some more of that. I kind of wanted it to be sort of a kind of a sepia tone looking, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's definitely a different thing, and like I said, it's kind of a quicker thing, but it can get away from me pretty quickly. Like I have to be kind of careful not to go overboard, because I don't want to lose, all the details that I really like being able to do. I'm kind of a detail-oriented person when I draw, so I want to make sure that I can still do that. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of goofing off with this today, and I don't know, I might try to work on it the rest of the day, see how much of it I get done. I don't know if I'll get it done today or not. Like I said, it's just kind of something I wanted to try, wanted to play around with, and just do something a little different, take a little break from the usual. Hope everybody's had a good month so far. 5 days into the month here, or 4 days, excuse me. It's the 4th. I keep thinking it's the 5th. I don't know why. Anyway, this is also something I normally don't use. Kind of a blending thing here, which I try to avoid because I don't really care for the look of it when it comes to certain things, but for pastel and charcoal, I don't mind it, and it's kind of useful for really kind of blending. Sorry, it's not focusing very well, is it? There we go. For kind of blending in stuff, yeah, and I can kind of push it around like that, like I just did there. And the other cool thing about it is I can take the eraser and go back. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but if I need to like kind of re-sharpen out a piece of white, kind of highlight, that's not a very good example, but here, I'll just kind of do it like this real quick. Let me try right here maybe. So if I wanted to go back and kind of, this isn't the best eraser for it, but Yeah, this is not a very good eraser for this, but I can kind of work at it. And sometimes I gotta like, you can kind of see it races a little bit there. But if I take like a corner that's not all dirty, I can kind of work on little highlights right there. It's kind of hard to see that little highlight in the jacket, but anyway, don't want to get too stuck on that stuff. So, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to play around with this a little bit, and I figured I would do video for you all. Let you see how I kind of how the sausage is made. Is that the expression? I don't know. Because I'm sure you all are just dying to know. But hey, I gotta do something for you all, right? I did not hear back from the last month's monthly drawing winner, so I don't know what's going on. That seems to be the case, unfortunately. For some people, you know, people that are on here, I don't always know who you are. Some of you I do, of course, because I know you from social media or wherever. So I've got other contact information, but there's several people who I don't know who you are actually on. Maybe your name's a little different or something. So I don't really. The only contact info I have for some people is what's on like your email on Patreon. So unless I hear back from somebody, I can't really. I guess just not enough people. Not enough people are really watching videos that I might put up, which that's fine. I'm gonna keep doing them for you all because I feel like it's one of those little things that I can kind of do. But so you can kind of see there, I just kind of went through and just applied some of that darker color, and now I'm just kind of blending it just to start getting this shirt to kind of look kind of cool. You can really, if I zoom in, here we go. You can kind of see some of that color there, and so yeah. Hopefully you find this kind of thing interesting. I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on. It's not been too eventful, thankfully. Seems like this whole past year was just treating sick different cats in various degrees of illness, and then I'm still dealing with that with one of my other cats. So that's been most of my January, and on top of this damn winter storm weather that we had. If I'm sure a lot of people probably are well aware of all that when that happened. I know that kind of affected a lot of people last month. I guess we're supposed to get more this month, so that's cool. Allegedly. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention to the video, so I hope I'm not just blocking it all off completely when I'm doing this. I'm just holding the camera, so. But yeah, a lot of this, when I first started, is just starting and kind of looking at, I'm looking at this picture and just trying to figure out like how the shirt, like where the folds are and where these sort of nuances and the dark, the various darker areas of the shirt. How do I render those? And the shirt is darker than the coat, so I need to make sure that I don't make this shirt the same as the coat. So far you can kind of tell that that's working out all right. I'm still, there we go. Sorry, I keep having to put it back in focus. So you can kind of tell the shirt is getting a little bit darker, so that's good. That is what I want. So yeah, this is kind of cool. I think I'm liking this. It's a lot looser than what I normally do, and I'm kind of enjoying playing around with. One thing I do love about this medium is I can kind of just play around with. It's hard to do with one hand. I gotta kind of brace it with the other hand, but I can kind of play around with sort of that. Just making marks and kind of blending in the background and stuff like that. So I think this will turn out pretty cool. And we'll see if I can kind of knock it out. I don't know if I can today, but it's only 5, so maybe. We'll see. Anyway, I feel like it's a long enough video. Kind of got the idea what's going on here. So I'll talk to you all later. I appreciate your support, and I hope you all have a good week.